All right, look, a guy wrote in, he says, John Gray, he said, Gibson, what would you do if you found out another man giving your wife money and sending her text messages that he loved her to her phone? If your wife or your girlfriend have another man sending her money and texting her phone, see, I'm gonna say this and it's gonna sting. The thing I found out about most men, they make their woman their God. Now, another man can't get your woman's number unless he give it to her. Well, he could have, borrowed her phone and then called his phone and then text. Yeah, but she entertaining it. So she's entertaining it. She is entertaining it. And then you also says, I noticed a text message come across my wife's phone while it was sitting on the table, and it was a coworker. I read it. He said he loved her and sent her some funds. That's even worse because she see her coworker every day. If your woman have a full-time job, this gonna sting, but she's spending more time with the coworker than you because we spend most of our time at our jobs providing for our families, right? And what happens is, see, the newness in a relationship always falls off and it just goes dormant, right? That's with any relationship, no matter how long you've been together. And see, with this guy right here, it's new. Everything's new. Like she probably excited when she see him at work and they just chit chat, and your name have came up in those conversations. Whether you like it or not, your name has came up in those conversations. And you also say, I questioned my wife and she said he has a crush on her. And she never told him she loved him back, and she can't help it if a man want to give her money and find her attractive. I'm like, what are you doing with your number? Why didn't you tell him to stop and that you were married? She responded saying, do I tell women to stop if a woman was doing it to you and give you money and buying you lunch? We got into a heated argument because it now seems like a reverse psychology thing. Women do when you catch them in dirt. And then you also say, she never found that in my phone, and she looks at my phone. She looks at my phone more than I look at hers. What will you do? Have you ever dealt with this? No, I never dealt with that. Now, if I did deal with it, I'm going to be honest. There's certain lines you don't cross, and certain lines are disrespectful. Now, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sting. If another man insert himself into my woman, relationship over. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm gonna forgive you. How the Bible say forgive you, but our relationship is over. And I'm gonna get off subject here. Women always say, well, men can do it, but why can't a woman do it? Because see, number one, a woman really don't care much about sex how men care about sex. See, men can have sex every day if the opportunity was presented to them. Women, they're not geared like that. And most men will settle for once or twice a week. And most women, they don't care if it's once or twice a month, unless the relationship is brand new. Now, back to what you're going through. Your wife don't respect you. That's what it boils down to. Your woman don't respect you. Because look, I'm going to put it to you like this. Women do what they know they can get away with. Women do what they know they can get away with. Now, let's turn the tables. What I would do if I was in that situation. If I see another man's number in my wife's phone and he's sending her money, the first thing I'm gonna say, what's this? Oh, that's just a guy I work with. Okay, why is he texting you? Well, you just ain't gonna be going through my phone. I'm gonna go through this phone. Then when you go through it and I see another man tell my woman I love her, I'm gonna say, look, you got two options. You can end this trash. Call him right now. Call him right now. Call him right now. Well, I'm not calling him. Okay, let me pack all my stuff up so I can leave. It is not that serious. You are acting insecure, blah, blah. Listen, do you think, see, the problem with us, because see, I picked the wrong women when I was younger. The problem with us is we know what kind of woman we have. We know what kind of woman we have. Right? And if something is for you, it's for you. If that woman was meant, it don't matter if you got 10 kids with this woman. It don't matter. None of that. I'm going to give you another example. Most women have a celebrity crush that they will never tell you about. And if the stars are lined up, they will sleep with that person and they will never tell you nothing about it. Say it again. Most women have a celebrity crush that they will never tell you about, and 99% of them will sleep. 99% of them will sleep with that celebrity crush. If it was a way you could never find out. And if you say I'm wrong, look at the men they have slept with in their past. They was nowhere near a celebrity crush status, right? Now, a man will sleep just about with any woman he deem attractive. Now, a man will sleep. A man can be scrolling through social media and see a beautiful woman and think to himself, man, I wonder what it would be like sleeping with her. And then he'll move on from it, right? A woman cannot entertain a man unless she's attracted to him. I guarantee you, any kind of money, that co-worker is not overweight and ugly. Other women find that co-worker attractive. What your woman is doing is disrespectful. Now, you're probably going to just overlook it and pretend it never happened, and, oh, I don't talk to him no more and all this, and she probably going to hide him from you. I'm just being out. What I would do in that situation, either she's fixing to call him right there in that moment, or I'm packing up and leaving. I'm packing up and leaving. Because, see, one of the things that the Bible talks about that a man will not spare vengeance is when he find out that another man is sleeping with his woman. The Bible says a man will not spare vengeance on that day. And because, see, this is what happens when you sit back and you think. Like, I can sit back and be like, bro, you know how much time and energy I put into my relationship? Do you know all of the sacrifice I have done for my family and for my woman? And for her to just lay on her back, put her legs behind her head for a man that ain't never done nothing for her. See, what you got to be honest with yourself is most women ain't that solid in 2025. Some guys, women just ain't that solid. And some guys, women is solid enough until they're put to the test. And that's just sad reality. That's the sad reality. Do you think Betty Shabazz did that to Malcolm X? Do you think Betty Shabazz had a celebrity crush? See, it's levels to it. If you allow that kind of disrespect, then it's kind of your fault. And it don't have nothing to do with if I was making enough money, my woman wouldn't be in the workforce. And a woman can get hit on, go and get gas. Well, I put gas in the car, which I put gas in my woman's car. But it's not the fact, so don't no man approach her. If another man can sleep with my woman, I don't give a flip if we got 6 kids. I'm out. You can keep the house. I had to pay child support. Because, see, with a man, it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing with a man. If a man know in his mind that somebody else done laid his woman on her back, you know what you do in the bedroom with your woman. Can you imagine another man doing that to your woman? Look, I'm sitting out here in this, I'm about to cut this lady's property. I'm looking right now. A woman looked like she got scrubs on, headed to work, and her husband's walking her outside to her car. She's putting her lunch in her car. She's just closed the door, and she's getting in her car to go to work. And her husband looks like he's walking back in the house. This is about a $500,000 house. 4 cars in the driveway. Look like they've lived a good life. How long do you think it took them to build up to this point, for them to have all that? There's just certain things I just can't deal with. I'm not going to deal with. And you have to have that same mentality. You cannot be afraid to walk away from that relationship if the trust is broken, and especially if another man inserts himself into your woman. A woman will not leave a man for cheating on her once or twice. A woman won't do it. If a woman have kids with this man, have built a relationship over the years, and that man cheat, she will not leave him. Me and my woman had this discussion a little while back, and I asked her, if I was to cheat on you, would you leave? And that's what she said. She said, well, she said, I will forgive you one time, but I won't forgive you twice. Because she understood, like for instance, my woman is the only woman I ever slept with, right? So in a sense, my woman will understand, okay, he probably just wanted to see what another woman felt like. And she will forgive me for that one instance, but she won't do it twice. Me, I won't forgive that. I won't forgive that because I know what I do to my woman in the bed. And just the thought of another man doing that to my woman. No, what I'm telling you, man, that's what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to that right there. Well, man, they just work together. We got kids, she ain't got time to go to a hotel room. Man, people can mess around at work. I'm going to say something that's going to make you think. Your woman may not ever sleep with that guy, but that guy's going to get comfortable to start doing inappropriate things to your woman. He may grab that camel toe while they working. Like, let's say they stocking boxes at Walmart. And she in the back loading her pallet up. He see ain't nobody looking. He'll grab that camel toe. Then what? He'll hit them buns. Yeah, go on, get back to work. Hit them buns. He might squeeze them cantaloupes. See that? Listen, I can't forgive that. It's disrespectful what she is doing to you. And she know it is. And then she flipped the script. I wouldn't do that to you if another woman. See, I believe your woman has gotten in her head that you can't go get another woman. Don't make your woman your God. Women know what they be doing with their attitudes and their mood swings. My woman have mood swings. I don't entertain it. I do not entertain none of her mood swings. If I see she's in one of her moods, I'm going the opposite way because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So, listen, bro, listen. And me and my wife are normal. We have ups, we have downs,